What do I do now?
Yes.
I'm retired.
Oh, retired from what?
Well, actually it was 2 jobs, but I did 2 jobs at the same time at one point. My main job was a Maryland State Police officer. And after working the roads for 15 years, I became a helicopter pilot for the state police. So I flew a helicopter my last 9 years with the state police, and when I retired, then I went to work for a hospital in Washington, D.C. and flew a medical helicopter for them for 11 years, a little over 11 years.
Other than those 2?
You mean in my lifetime?
Yeah.
Oh,
Major
geez.
jobs.
No, I was a farm hand, a carpenter's helper, a bricklayer's helper. I worked in a ice cream, you know, like Tasty Freed or whatever. I worked cleaning furnaces. And when I was in the state police, I did that on the side, just for extra money. What else? Well, teaching flying. I've taught flying for 30 years. Geez, I don't know.
I am a professor in the linguistics department at Gallaudet University.
And what kind of university is that?
It's a small liberal arts college. It serves deaf and hard of hearing students.
I guess if you had to put one word title on it, entrepreneur, some small business, this mini storage development, running the skydiving school, a tattoo and body piercing studio, some investment properties, residential, commercial, rentals.
I work in an operating room. I'm a surgical technologist.
I'm a travel agent. I take care of international ticketing and cruises and tours, basically vacation management.
During the week, I'm an accountant, and on the weekends, I'm a zookeeper.
And how about you?
I am an IT professional at a company called, it was originally called Argus Group when I just started working there, and they've had what's called a spin-off. I'm not too familiar what exactly it is, but so the company is now called Broadridge, and that was a subsidiary of a company called ADP, which is a huge company known all throughout the world with something over 42,000 employees. And I work in the IT department there, so I do some programming.
I'm in EMS work, in the EMS field. I teach and train people to work on the ambulance, EMTs, and I also work in an emergency room.
I'm a classics professor. My background is in ancient language, Latin language and Latin literature, and ancient history, Roman in particular, but also ancient Greek. I'm also a Roman archaeologist, and so I teach in all these areas, Latin language, ancient history, and Roman archaeology.
Well, I'm currently employed as a sign language interpreter. I'm working in private practice, and I also consult with various companies around the United States, particularly in the area here in the Washington, D.C. area. As well, I teach interpreting. I teach sign language interpreting to students at a local community college.
I'm academic advisor at the embassy.
At which embassy?
United Arab Emirates.
Oh. And how long have you been doing that?
Almost 10 years.
I work as a professional musician. I play French horn in orchestras in the Maryland, Baltimore, Washington area.
And Felicia?
Well, I do about the same work that Paul do, except that I play violin, but I'm also a freelance musician around Washington, Baltimore. I go to Delaware quite frequently as well.